Hello, boys and girls. So today I just want to quickly go over connotation and what that means. So in the SAT, as you know, they like to talk about connotation and denotation, and I'd like for you to understand those two, put them together. So let's get started, please. Denotation and connotation. Words and images can work on more than one level. Words and images can work on more than one level. You will come across the concept of denotation and connotation throughout your studies, particularly the SAT. Now, what does denotation mean? You got this guy with a magnifying glass, he's really looking. Denotation is the straightforward or common sense meaning of a sign. Literally, what is actually shown in an image. That's denotation. I like to think of it as a dictionary denotation, a dictionary definition. For example, in the dictionary, if you look up the a red rose is a flower that is its direct meaning or denotation. The direct meaning or denotation is the definition of it. Okay, an apple. What is an apple? Well, literally, we can see what the apple is. An apple is a fruit we eat. We can see the apple. That's the denotation of fruit that we eat. But guess what? Behind all those images are connotative meanings. So, connotation is the extra linked meaning that goes with any sign or object. The connotations of a sign will be much more personal than the straightforward denotation because they are to do with personal ideas and feelings about it. So the denotative meaning never changes for anybody. It's a standard definition of what it is, but it's the connotative meaning that changes from person to person to person. There are 36 kids in this room right now, including me, and each of them can have a different connotative meaning associated with the word. Okay? Connotation, that will not be the same for everybody. Remember that. It is not the same for everybody, and that's where we get in trouble. So let's go back to the rose example. Consider this rose. Okay? It's beautiful, isn't it? We all know the denotative meaning is a plant. So, what does a rose conjure up with you? I don't want you to talk to the person next to you because they're, well, go for it. Just lean over to the person next to you and, you know what? And ask them, what do you think about when you see a picture of the rose? What do you think about when you see a picture of the rose? Why don't you whisper to me right now? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, yeah. What do you think when you see the rose? Very interesting. These are all connotations or extra layers of meaning that the image carries with it. So, for example, you may have said this in Lancaster County in England. It is a symbol for a county. So maybe someone living there in England, when they see the rose, they think of their home, their county where they live in. Another person might think, oh, it's romance. For romantics, a red rose can be a symbol of love. Did anybody think of that? What's another connotative meaning? Look at this. It has even been a symbol for a political party called the Rose Party up in Canada. So, as you can see, the rose has different connotative meanings depending on your personal values. Now, let's look at the apple. We know what that is. It's a fruit, right? But what is the connotative meaning, not the denotative meaning? What does the apple conjure up with you? Now, just tell me, lean into your computer and just whisper for me right now. What does the apple conjure up to you? What is the connotative meaning? Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, look, there are all connotations or extra layers of meanings that the image carries with it. You know what mine is? Yep, I'm thinking of what's that movie with the red slippers, Wizard of Oz? Doesn't the witch give Snow White a poison apple or something that makes her sleep? So for me, that's what I think of. I think of evil witches being poisoned. Now, for some people, they may have said, you know what, it reminds me of a computer logo. Some people say, you know what, it reminds me of a place called New York, the Big Apple. That's what I think of when I see an apple. For others, it stands for the original sin, Adam and Eve. Now, here's a logo. Does anybody know this would be your grandparents, probably, not your parents? But what do you think of when you see this logo? And why do you think we need logos? There are so many logos out there. Well, yes, because they all help people conjure up connotative meanings. So, for example, we know a logo is a small picture, word, or symbol that accompanies a product. The product is the denotation, what it actually is. But it needs to represent the product as well as say something about it. So, let's take a look at logos because I need you to create a logo for me in a couple minutes here. So, here we have the Rolling Stone logo. I don't know if you know Mick Jagger. You might want to Google him, Mick Jagger. He had that little big mouth, and when he sang, his mouth was huge, and so because of that, they used this mouth. The color red evokes love and affection, and so they used that as well. So they used the color, and they've used shapes to go along with that logo. If you look at this, it gives the red color is used for a sensual look, depicting the passion and vitality that the Rolling Stone compositions have. They even say it's a reference to a Hindu goddess, and so signifies the free expression in their music. Because the Hindu goddess is everlasting energy, they wanted to say, "Hey, we have a lot of energy in the music. We're going to use the tongue." So there you go. That's about the logo for the Rolling Stones. But let's look at some more. Oh, by the way, the font. The band has mostly used no font in the logo as the mouth itself wonderfully conveys the message. Sometimes logos don't even need fonts or words. It's very eye-catching and has gained extremely popular. It's popular around the world. When we see the logo, we think of them. Does anybody know what this logo is? Yeah, tell me, what is this logo for? The United Way campaign. Look at the colors. Look at the rainbow. Look at the hand. The hand is actually there. I wonder why. And there's something in the middle. Could that be a person? Let's look at this next logo here. Look at that. Does anybody know that logo? Yeah, what is it? Starbucks. But take a look at the logo. What does it represent? The green color. What do you think? Look at this one. Anybody know whose logo that is? Mm-hmm. What do you think about the color? Why do you think that logo works? It's Batman, obviously. Shapes. Here we have an alligator. Anybody know what this logo belongs to? Look at the red in the mouth. What do you think? Blood? Look at this famous logo. Look at the colors. Look at the shapes. You might want to Google the origin of McDonald's logo to learn more about the design. So as you can see, logos don't even have to have words. They can just have images. Anybody know this one? Yeah. Look at the logo. What is it a picture of? Yeah, look at the colors. Are there three faces? How about this one? Yeah, what is this one? BP. How about that one? AT&T. Oh wait, let's go back to the BP one. That was an interesting one because doesn't it look like it's a flower and a beautiful flower, but yet it's about gasoline, right? Look at this one. Looks like a globe. You know what that one is? AT&T. How about this one? That's a peace logo. You know this one? Look at the colors. Look at the shapes. To learn more about logos, I would like for you to take a look at the assignment. And you're going to complete the assignment in the Ed Puzzle. Good luck. I hope you learned a little bit about logos today and using the shapes and colors as well as learning that they can have a denotative meaning, which is the actual meaning, and a connotative meaning.